My name is Phyllis Nash. I am here this morning to welcome you to the Diamond Factory, where like minds get together to get their day started off in the best way possible. And so here we are at the last day of the month. That's right, October 31st. It is Halloween. It's trick or treat time. And guys, I just wanted to talk and briefly speak to you about something that's been on a lot of people's mind that I talk to. I will be so glad when this election is over, because my phone has been blowing up for the last 4 or 5 months. I have more text messages than ever, and I want to put stop to them, but then it might be something I need to hear about the election, and I just won't do it. But I only got a few more days, and I feel that you probably might be experiencing that same thing. And the other thing is that talk to a lot of people, and there are fearful, Project 2025, if it ever comes into play, if Trump gets his way, then that jeopardizes a lot of seniors. It just impacts all of us, really. And I don't understand how people are not understanding that whatever he does is going to affect everybody, his supporters and all. There's only 1% of the population, less probably, that are those billionaires. So Project 2025 will definitely affect everybody. But God is good, and God is in control all the time, because then I regroup, because I can't do something about some things. So that's why I don't turn the TV on. That's why I don't respond. I try to keep my head in a place that I'm constantly being and motivated and taken to the next level. And so in doing so, I always come back to this industry. I love the industry of MLM. I've said that many, many, many times, because if people really get the structure of what it is meant to be and develop themselves, understanding their why. Why did you get involved with a company? If you've ever been in MLM, not just Wakanda, but Akana, any company. Why did you do that? Well, the first time I did it is because I saw unlimited potential to help my family and myself grow financially, to stabilize and exceed most things that I had ever dreamed of. Then I had made some very good gains in my traditional business, but those gains came with tons of overhead, tons of stress, tons of sleepless nights, tons of uh, putting your money at risk while you're hoping and praying, and even though you're working hard to make sure that you get your return on your investment. And when I looked at the model of MLM, I was like, what? You mean I can pay $500 and 4 months later I can have $100,000 in my pocket? Now, that's not what I said when I saw it, but that's my reality. My reality was that I spent $500 for a business, and 4 months later, I had $100,000 in my pocket, not in volume, not in sales, but in my pocket. And then to help others, another person make that same 100,000 in 90 days, and hundreds of others make income from maybe exceeding what their weekly pay was on a $500 investment. That got my attention. That got my attention. I said, we got something here. Now, have I ran into crazy companies that the owners were shysters? And I haven't run personally into a lot, but I know they're out there. But that goes without saying over any industry. But just the overall concept and the business model that MLM is designed upon, it just makes sense. I've seen people come into businesses and, revamp. I'm going to do it this way. And they don't get it. They don't get that this is already a system that works in every situation, every time you apply it. I don't care which MLM you go to. The basics, the rules of MLM are the same. I don't care what companies you go to. People will tell you, oh, well, you got it like that. You easy. You're this. No, I just follow the system. Do I take no's well? I'll tell you now, how many years later, I take them much better than I did before. And see, I don't need much to convince me when I'm trying to get through something. My person that I helped to get $100,000 in 90 days told me, I already got it down to a science. I got it down to when I get 8 no's, it's a 1 coming. It's a yes coming. So what do? I go on to get those 8 no's out the way. And after I get that 1, I go get 8 more out of the way. And that's how he did. And I was like, wow, hey, I know 8 no's are coming. So, but after that 8th no, I got a yes, because numbers are repeatable. That's not the word I want, but that's what I want. That's what the meaning is. They happen in and day out if you are consistent. So when I look at what's going on in the political world, when I look at what's going on in the world anyway, I take a stand back and I figure out what is it that I want to go on in my world. Because at the end of the day, I have options. I have choices to make. And so revisiting your why when you're doing something is very, very important. Because if you lose sight of those whys, when those no's come, when bad times come, you're easy to say, hey, I'm out of here. Being honest and transparent about what you're doing. Hey, if you have a lack of belief in the company and it's becoming difficult to hide, be open to your team about it. Be real, because I'm going to tell you something. In every industry that I've been in, when I was in sales, when I sold liquor, one of my 2 jobs, I took care of my customers, because guess what? I can pick up a phone. And I left that company, that industry in 1990, and I can call any one of my customers and they can join me in business. They can buy product. They can have a conversation, because I always looked out for my customers. That's called building relationships that transcend anything else. They've not all joined me in my businesses years later, but we have had relationships that whole time. And some of them became business partners, but I'm saying it's all about fostering the independence in the relationships that you have and keeping them intact. And then always focus on the people, not the product. You all really, oh, Phyllis, you just be fussing. I guess maybe you can say that. But I'm not fussing just because I want to fuss. I see the potential in you. That's why I got the name Midwife. I see the potential in you. And I know that if you just step out of someplace that's uncomfortable for you at times, sometimes it's uncomfortable. And people say, well, you got it like that. Hell no, I don't. I've been uncomfortable a lot of times. I've been uncomfortable most times in my life because I'm always trying something new. Do I always succeed? No. Do I fail? Yes. Do people think, dang, she crazy? Yes. Ask me if I can. I don't. I really don't, because anytime I decide to undertake something, I'm doing it for me and the people that I can help along the way. So step out of your comfort zone. Focus on the people you're dealing with. And then you'll always have people that you can talk to, and encourage diversification. Hey, sometimes you got to say what you believe in, and you got to go and you got to do it. But in this industry, whatever skills you learn, when I tell you about personal development, when I tell you about stepping out of your comfort zone, when I'm telling you to take care of people and build relationships with your people, that can take you anywhere in the world. And you want to always look for solutions. Always look for solutions, because there's good in everything. And then when you can't find the good anymore, what do? You start taking those skills you built and making decisions for yourself. And always lead with positivity. Be positive. So even in these times of doom and gloom, and how do I stay positive? I look to the Lord for my strength. And then when I'm looking, I think about all the things I have. I have the love of my family. I have a home that has peace. I don't care what's happening nowhere else. In my home, there's peace. I have Miss Snooky that looks and wakes up and depends on me every day. And no matter what, when I come in that door, she's there to greet me and love me. I think about my family, who I have left. I think about those that I've lost, but I know they're okay. But I cherish the aunts and uncles from my ancestors, really, that brought me up. I cherish them and I stay there. So think about and always lead in positivity and always plan whatever you're going to do it right and to lead people in the right way. And so, guys, in these times of turbulence, when I'm saying, hey, it's going to, some things might not happen your way, some things might not go your way. If Trump gets in, it might be a little adjustment. But guess what? It's up to you. It's up to you to develop those skills and to use those skills wherever you go. I look at people like Mike Newsom. I don't know if he was all the way into, I knew he was into health and wellness because that's what attracted me to reach out to him on social media because he looks so fit, so I use that. But now he's gone on and got nutritional certifications. He's helping more people. He's educating, building his business and his skills. You got to look at the things that you've done and that you've accomplished and can continue to use those skills to be with you and to do the things that you need to do. So it's empowerment through skills and leadership. You can never do anything wrong if you empower yourself and you get those skills and you have those leaderships and you can do whatever you need to do no matter what the political scene is doing, guys, because that's what we have to do. That's what we have to understand. In this industry, usually they say focus on recession proofing your income. And so if you're giving your customers something that they can't live without, and you got products on your in your catalog that they just can't do without. I am out of fuel just right now. And I'm like, what the heck am I going to do? Because I want my fuel. I would never be without my tinctures. And the world is loving me because I have my tinctures. So guys, you got to hone in on what's good. Hone in on what you can do. Because after it's all said and done, it's all about what you do, developing yourself. No matter what the political climate is, you can provide, create, make legacy, financial, and health choices for you and your family. So I hope that helps somebody this morning. It is Thursday. It is the close of the month. So if you don't have your 3, go get them. If you don't have the number you want to get paid, if you don't have the CD, today is an excellent day to close your month out right, because that's what you do in business. You close your month out right because you are getting ready for the new month that's coming, but you want the works that you have been done to be paid on the 15th. So close your month out the way you want to be paid on the 15th. And with that being said, guys, I appreciate you joining us this morning. If anybody, this is Thursday. Mooney, you want to talk about what's going on Thursday? Also tonight at the dispensary. And Margaret Dorsey, you want to talk about the Zoom? And Margaret, if you're there and able, you could unmute and talk about your 7 o'clock Zoom. Thought I saw you. I thought I saw you. Well, Mooney, could you unmute and talk about what's going on? And maybe by that time, Margaret will be back. Thank you.
Hey, great morning.
Hey.
Hey, I'm super excited, Phyllis, because tonight is our annual Halloween event. Now let me just make this clear. It's so much fun. It's not what the title. Some people may anticipate we're celebrating Halloween, or we'll be in there smoking, and the place will be full of smoke. Not at all. It's nothing like that. It's a play on words for attraction. And let me tell you, some people come dressed up Some people just come to have a good time. Last year we had a band. This year we're just gonna have some great music, food. Any customers or distributors get a chance to participate in some of the sampling of the things that we have. Gerald West will be on deck with the Ghost and the Casper. You got to find out what those are. So come on out and have a great time with us. There'll be food on deck, and man, I'm telling you, just an amazing time. You were there last year, Phyllis. I came
Uh-huh.
as Dracula. I will be in the building as Dracula again this year. Why? Because some people don't know their blood. So we're going to be centered around trying to, anybody who's new that definitely don't know their blood type is just going to be an amazing experience. They're going to be exposed to a lot. So no formal presentation. I don't see that happening, but being in the building and being in the atmosphere, another elevated event. I like to think of it that way, and getting people in the building and seeing what it is that the Wakanda culture is all about. So we get paid to party, and that's exactly what we're doing tonight. So see you there.
Awesome, awesome, Marie.
Phyllis,
Yeah,
Phyllis is
yeah,
Crystal.
yeah,
Can I
yeah.
jump in real quick?
Mhm.
Hey, everybody. Good morning. I will have cheesecakes available, banana. I'll have peach cobbler. We'll have infused THC brownies and vegan Oreo bars and vegan caramel pecan cheesecake. Thanks.
Okay. And Margaret, are you there? Um, okay, normally I know her time. I would love to announce that I'm pretty sure that she will be doing the 7 p.m. Zoom because that is for the rest of the country. Although you all can all fly in for Halloween, well, they'd love to have you there. But if not, I'm pretty sure Margaret is going to be doing her 7 p.m. Zoom. Get your guests on, let them see the overview of Akana, all about the health, generational health packs. And so, with that being said, guys, go out and push. See you back here tomorrow morning. Bye bye now.